Hi, it is Saturday, June. What is on my lip? That's a great way to start the clip. This is Saturday, June 13th. I have not vlogged in a while. I'm actually editing the last vlog from like Memorial Day. And I decided that I want to vlog this weekend. I think what works best for me, because in editing this vlog, I'm realizing that it's super long when I do it for a week, which is usually why I did not vlog for a week. But I think I want to do vlogs in like 2 or 3 day pockets. And I'm done with grad school for the next week. So that's great. I think this is a great time to vlog. I'm gonna vlog this weekend. It is 4:39 p.m. on a Saturday, and I have quite some things to do. I have a team meeting at 5, so yeah. But I'm gonna try and get some grading done, get some comments done to like start wrapping up the school year. I will not be making those 2 tests for those 2 classes. That'll be a Sunday thing. Oh, I want to redo my historical fiction shelf. That is something I want to do. I want to redo my historical fiction shelf. I want to finish the blog post that I had started about just like, it was a recommendations list of Black books. I also probably, hopefully between today and tomorrow, I want to film another video. It's a middle grade recommendations video that I'm splitting between my channel and my blog. So I definitely want to do that before the weekend is up. And let me actually show you my historical fiction shelf just so you get an idea of like what exactly I'm talking about. This is the shelf right here. Historical fiction, even though I don't know if we can consider Toni Morrison well, actually we can, because she was writing in these times about past times, so she is historical fiction. And I'm realizing just looking at this that I have not pulled any books to unhaul from this shelf, even though I know there's definitely a few books that I'm just no longer interested in having in my collection. I read The Dutch House, don't see myself ever reading it again, so let's just, better late than never. What else? I don't know if not that one, this one. I don't know if I'll ever be interested in this. I was when I got it, you know? These books about Hamilton, I'm pretty sure I just wanted them because I'm obsessed with the musical. Let's be real. Is it gonna let me take it? There we go. Boom. So look at that. We're already started unhauling and redoing. And yeah, I just kind of want to stack it a little bit because I want to move, I want to move the rest of my classics over here. Honestly, that's what I would want to do, because they're on a shelf over in like the opposite corner of my room, and I think I want to kind of redo that shelf. I just, you know, things get stale, you just want to like change it up a bit. That's where I'm at. Several hours later, I want to show you my progress. So I took, and my room is an absolute disaster right now. I need whatever. This is a stack of historical fiction that came off of that shelf. I think I'm going to go through it. I read the synopsis for Time After Time and now I'm interested again, but I don't know. We just gotta, I have a feeling I'm going to unhaul a few of these. And so what I did is I moved some fantasy, I need more light over here, some fantasy books over. And what I decided is kind of to continue the theme of this shelf. This shelf is series that are in progress or either completed. So of course we have, just move that. We have what is the name of this actual series? Okay, I don't know the name of this, I forgot, but it's the Once and Future and Sword in the Stars, which I believe is just a duology. Then we have Dividing Eden and Conquered Eden, finished duology. Wanton and Rude is a finished duology. Shatter Me and Unravel Me, as we all know, part of a 6-book series. Haven't started it yet, so it's there. We have the Selection series. Geekarella and, which is funny, I think this might be like the only 2 that aren't fantasy over here, but Geekarella and The Princess and the Fangirl, they're companion novels, they're contemporary, they're companion novels. Then we have My Lady Jane, which has other books in it, but they're not like a series, if you will. So I might actually move My Lady Jane. I don't know, but the colors work. And then we have The Bells and The Everlasting Rose. I forget whether or not this is a duology or a trilogy. We have Wither and Fever, which I actually want to do a reread of because I read it back in high school, and I know there's a 3rd book, so I do want to reread these. We have Carry On, which I'm not even sure if I'm going to keep, we'll see. And then we have Reflection, which is part of that whole Disney thing where they're like redoing some of our favorites with a twist, kind of. And then we have ACOTA Witch and ACOTA Warrior. This is a duology. Then we have Betrothed, because I really have not decided whether or not I'm going to keep this because it's trash. But yeah, I'm feeling in the mood to unhaul. And I don't know what that says about me. I also need to figure out where I'm putting a lot of these historical fiction books that I have now displaced, I guess you can say. I think I know where I want to put them. I'm looking at a corner. Not like on the floor, but I'm looking at a corner, and I think that's where I'm going to put them after I decide what I'm keeping, what I'm not keeping. There's just some that I feel it's their time. It's their time. And the historical fiction shelf was like the only one where I did not go through and pick books to unhaul. I went through all of my other shelves, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I think I'm also going to look through my book of the month picks as well and get a few of those, because I have a feeling that there are some that I'm just no longer interested in, and that is, it's been a while, and that's just the truth of the matter, and that's where we are. No tea, no shade, you know? So that is where we're at. I just finished A Court of Thorns and Roses, 5 stars. Wow. Wow, I understand all the hype now. And I really love, and like, I don't read a book when there's a bunch of hype around it. And I read it like sometime after all the hype, and I still really enjoy it. I'm like, duh. But yeah, I guess like what is this about? So this is a slight Beauty and the Beast retelling. This is the first book in a series. Slight Beauty and the Beast retelling with Faye. And so you have Feyre, who kills a wolf in the woods one day. Her family's really impoverished. So I guess I'll actually put you right here. Her family's really impoverished. She is the hunter of the family. She goes out, she kills a wolf. Turns out it's actually a fairy. And so Tamlin, who's like this high lord or whatever, comes and is like, you have to come live with me, a life for a life, because you killed one of my fairy people. Ow, my goodness. And so she goes and she has to live, or like, not actually, no, he's not like, you have to come live with me. He's like, you have to come to our lands. Like, that's part of the treaty, is that if a human kills a fae, they have to then live the rest of their life in Perinthian, I think is what it's called, which is the land of fairies. And so he says to her, he's like, you don't have to stay here. I'm offering you lodging here because like you go anywhere else in this land as a human and they're gonna kill you. And so it's like mostly their love story. I'm sure you can see like the parallels to Beauty and the Beast just from that description alone. He transforms into this like beastly figure. Again, Beauty and the Beast. But most of the time he's just like, you know, a fairy just walking around. But there's this blight that's happening, and it's just like kind of sucking all the magic out of the lands, and that's the other part of the plot that you kind of figure out. I loved this. I loved the pacing of this. I loved the characters. Feyre is such a great character. She's, you know, she's strong, she's logical. And what I really also enjoyed about this is that like fairies are very powerful creatures. They're stronger than humans, smarter than humans, immortal, and sometimes you can get stories where you don't really feel the danger it is to be a human living among fairies, but you really got that. Like, she was very aware of her mortality and her humanness in there. Tamlin, you know, much like the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, you kind of have to warm up to him. He has to warm up to you. So I loved seeing that. And then there's this character, Lucien. I don't know, but I guess it's like the equivalent of Lumiere and Cogsworth, best friends with Tamlin. He's hilarious. I think out of those three characters, Lucien is probably my favorite, just because he's so funny, he's so snarky and sassy and just absolutely great. I am 100% continuing on with this series. The way this book ends, I'm curious to see what the second book is about. Yeah, very curious to see. I actually am on the like bookshop, and I'm going to actually place this book related order so that I can get these books to me in a timely fashion, because I am very, very excited. I loved this. Like, wow. Wow. And I love when retellings are so subtle. Like, so I think before I'd even bought this, and I bought this maybe a year ago, I'd known before I can't remember. I think I'd already owned it, and then I found out that it was a slight Beauty and the Beast retelling. And then every time I looked at it, I would just forget that it's a slight Beauty and the Beast. I don't know what it was, I would just forget. And so going into it, I finally picked it up because I was like, you know what? It's time to read this. And I picked it up and I'm reading it, and I was like, wait, the Rose? Having to go live with him? He's being really icy? Oh my god, this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I like remembered all over again, but it's done so subtly that if you don't know, you might not even pick up on it. But if you do know, you see it, but it's not shoved in your face. And I just loved it so much. This is a favorite right here. This is a favorite book. I'm so glad I started my Saturday Mass journey, I guess, with this one. I think this is probably the perfect one for me to start with. Look at all these tabs. Look at all of these tabs. So wow. And it's 416 pages. But it reads so quickly and so easily, but the world building is fleshed out, and you're reading and you can just imagine everything in your mind. I think what really got me, I mean, it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, great, but I loved the romance. It's a fantasy, and the fantasy's done well, but the romance is also done well, and I feel like equal attention was given to both, and I appreciate that because, you know, there are some fantasy romances or some fantasies that have romances where the main plot is the fantasy, and that's great, but the romance is kind of disjointed in a way. I don't want to say disjointed, but I don't know. I'm not even going to compare. I'm just really glad that this was done in a way that was believable, enjoyable, and I will 100% definitely be continuing on with the series. I'm about to place this order, and I have full intentions on completing this series this summer. Alrighty, it is still Saturday. 12:15 a.m. So I guess it's Sunday. But anyways, I haven't gone to bed yet. I decided I'm like on this fantasy kick, which is weird because usually this time of year I'm like devouring contemporary books. I still want to get through this. I have not picked this up in a few days, but it's here. I definitely want to get to it. I started this big baby yesterday, The Toll. I'm actually buddy reading this with someone. I don't see myself finishing this weekend. I'm on page 36, and it's a 625 page book, but I am excited. This is, you know, one of my favorite series. Well, I haven't finished it, so I don't know if I can say that, but I thoroughly enjoyed Thunderhead, which is the second book, and I really enjoyed Scythe, which is the first book, and I love the world. I love just the questions it brings up, so this is definitely something that hopefully I'll be reading either maybe like for a few minutes tonight, but definitely hopefully tomorrow. And then a fantasy that I'm picking up is A Song Below Water, which is about black sirens, which I'm really looking forward to. It's supposed to like mix contemporary with like sirens, so that'll be very interesting. And yeah, it's less than 300 pages, so I'm hoping, I don't know if I'll finish this tomorrow, but I definitely see myself finishing this early this upcoming week, so maybe like Monday or Tuesday if I stay on track. I split it into 4 sections, and I read the first few lines and it seemed pretty interesting, so maybe I'll actually read this. I don't know. It's between this and the Black Flamingo. I don't know. I still need to do dishes, and that means I'll be listening to an audiobook, and I've decided that the audiobook I think I want to listen to, or start rather, is Night Books by J.A. White, the cover. I don't actually know what it's about. Like, I knew what it was about when I bought it, but I can't remember all this. I just can't remember. So I got 14% oh my god, 14% of the way through Night Books. I'm gonna DNF. I'm just like not interested. That's not true. I was interested, but I'm just not finding the writing or even the narrator to be intriguing or interesting. Wow, Pacific Cooler truly is the best Capri Sun flavor. So yeah, I'm gonna DNF Night Books and also unhaul it. Alright, so this is what my Libby is looking like. So we have the Water Dancer, which I haven't borrowed those yet. I think I'm gonna also take this off my TBR. I have this as a book of the month pick, but like, yeah, I'm gonna unhaul that. Okay, we have Who Put This Song On, which is doing 17 days. Look Both Ways, which is doing 11 days. Last Time I Lied, doing 11 days. Ooh, The Book Wanderers. I recently took that out. Ooh, Music of What Happens. That recently came in. Not So Pure and Simple. Ooh, The Rise of the Jumbies, Serpents. Alright, so what happened, I took out, or I borrowed a bunch of middle grade audiobooks, which is what you saw just now. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 middle grade. But I I don't know. I'm thinking Who Put This Song On simply because there are other people waiting for it and I can listen to it and then return it. And also I keep taking it out. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do my skincare routine, or I'm not going to do the full thing, because I feel kind of like bleh. So I'm going to decompress. I'm going to do the bare minimum. So I'm going to wash, like cleanse, tone, and moisturize. Maybe do a serum, but I'll probably just moisturize. And then get ready to go to bed because it is almost 2 in the morning. Which, funny enough, for a weekend is pretty early for me. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I feel like the tiredness behind my eyes, so I'm not even going to try and read anything. I know that when I feel like that, reading is not something that I can get done. Case in point. It is 5:10 on Sunday, and I just realized that I never did the opening Sunday clip. But here we are. Game plan for the rest of the day is to read, record a video. I was gonna record my middle grade video, but I don't know. I saw this tag on YouTube that I might participate in, or maybe I'll record both. We'll see what happens. But I read about 70-ish pages in the Black Flamingo. It's interesting. It's picking up, definitely. The beginning, I was like, okay, like, you know, but it takes us from when Michael, that's the protagonist, is young, and then into middle school and into high school. Is he in high school? I think into high school. I think we're in high school now. But yeah, it's told in verse. There are definitely some interesting or poignant lines, but I'm not feeling like, I don't know. I guess it's just an interesting choice to tell this in verse. It does read pretty quickly, so I'm hoping to finish this, you know, towards the beginning of, well, I guess this week, rather. I started Zenny before I went to bed last night. I'm on page 32. So that's that. I'm hoping, well, I don't know if I'm going to read some of this today, but I definitely want to get into A Song Below Water. I know that when I start books, it takes me a little bit to like get into them, so I try and make a conscious effort to, you know, read 50 pages and then, you know, if it grasps me, then we keep going. And that's kind of where we've gotten with Black Flamingo, now that I'm in it, you know what I mean? So that is the plan. I've also been, you know, editing this vlog from 2 weeks ago. So hopefully I can finish that tonight as well. It's just a never-ending to-do list. Some things are definitely going to get pushed to tomorrow. I will say it definitely helps that I no longer have grad work this week, so I can kind of focus on some different things. Oh, well, part of my order for the Witch graphic novels came in. Some of them are still in transit, so I don't have my full collection yet. I mean, they're still making books. Like, there's book 19 comes out in July, but I had books 1 through 6, so I ordered 7 through 18, and that's what's on its way. I'm gonna eat because I'm super hungry. We went out to Golden Crest to get some food. It is now 7:44 p.m. I ended up falling asleep on the couch. So, did not record a video. I didn't do any of those things I said I was going to do in that last clip. Thanks for being productive. And I woke up late. I never understand why I feel drowsy. I've only been up for a couple of hours. It's so annoying. It's like, is it leftover tiredness from all those days I didn't get enough sleep? I'm gonna see where my head is at and just, yeah. Hi. It is 11:38 p.m. on Sunday. I feel super productive because I edited and scheduled the vlog from a few weeks ago. I recorded the reader problems tag, edited it, and uploaded it. I just have to decide what day I'm going to schedule it for. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. I think my goal is going to be releasing or uploading 2 videos a week, and now I've done that. Like, the videos for this week are recorded, edited, and uploaded. So I feel very good. That means I can focus on what I'm going to do for next week. I already know I want to record a video talking about middle grade recommendations. My plan is to record that on Thursday. And then people recommended I do the mid-year freakout tag, but I'm planning on releasing that at the beginning of July so that the actual first half of the year has passed and we're through June. But I don't know. I need to kind of go back and look at some of my old journals, because I had this old journal where I wrote down a bunch of videos that I wanted to do. And so I just need to look through that and see what speaks to me. But yeah, I have not read anything well, I haven't read anything since I last updated you, which is fine because I was doing other bookish content related things. And yeah, I just feel really productive, like really productive. Sorry, I pressed a button on my camera and so now it's showing me a weird screen. But yeah, I do know I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat some food and that'll be a fun time. All right, I will talk to you in the next clip. Hi guys, there actually is no next clip because I decided after this to split up this week vlog, and you will see the results of that and why I decided to split it up in my next vlog and next video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below, what did you read over the weekend? Make sure you're subscribed and to hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. You can follow me on all of my social media, which is linked down below in the description box. And I will see you in the next video. I ain't living for the moment. I see what's mine and I want it. Hungry like a Pac-Man. I'm Bruce Wayne and Batman. I'm Naruto with a Hanzo. Got a sharp mind like I'm Einstein. Plus I'm copywriting, so it's all mine. Check it for me, I'm in the sky.